Hey folks, Carl Niemeyer for County Council again with another Forward Friday. Early voting has started, and this week I want to talk about how we move forward in this county in a way that is good for families. If you missed last week where I talked about safety, I'll put the link in the description. Recently, I was asked in a candidate questionnaire what I believed was the most important issue voters are facing. There are many things challenging our world and our country today, but the most pressing ones basically fall under one umbrella: opportunity. Many factors today are working against people having the opportunity to build a meaningful life. Cost of living, stagnant wages, environmental degradation, access to quality education, and so on. Everything our county government does should be done through the lens of increasing opportunity for our citizens. That starts with education, because no matter what kind of career path a child ultimately takes, a quality education is the key to opportunity. While there should certainly be scrutiny of the education budget to ensure funds are being spent effectively and responsibly, if we aren't providing the funding to provide for small class sizes and competitive pay for educators, then we're failing our kids and our future. I think most folks know that Anne Arundel County hasn't always done the best in terms of supporting education over the last decade, particularly when prioritizing tax cuts and developer profits over funding our teachers and our education professionals. Most of us who initially voted for my opponent in the 2018 primary thought that she understood this. When she criticized the incumbent Michael Peruka for saying he supported increased funding for schools, but always voted against funding it, we took her at her word that words are meaningless if they aren't supported by actions. And yet, she now says that kind of criticism is unfair when she is the one who voted against funding schools again and again because council doesn't have line-item veto authority. I'm calling shenanigans. Because even if council could say I support education, but I don't support public works, the Department of Aging, Recreation and Parks, and all the other myriad departments Fiedler and her Republican colleagues tried to slash over the years, education would still be the one she targeted with over $5.6 million in proposed funding cuts. That's not how I'll be as councilman. It's only fiscal responsibility if it actually works, and that's what I'll commit to. Real fiscal responsibility. Responsible spending that delivers and doesn't let our education system fail because of a nebulous pledge to an arbitrary cop-out of "it's too much." Working families also deserve the opportunity to work hard and make a good life for themselves. That means supporting businesses that deliver good jobs with good wages. As a business owner, I've testified before both the county and the state as to how government can help support good businesses that support the economy and give justice to the worker. I testified how the county could avoid rewarding businesses in my industry that engage in wage theft and could support local high-road contractors with prevailing wage legislation. Not only did the incumbent vote against this legislation, she's attacked me because of my testimony in support of fair wage requirements. Make of that what you will. Lastly, we all deserve the opportunity to have clean water, a clean environment, and opportunities for learning and recreation. I never want to see our wastewater management, public works, libraries, recs and parks, and our district's capital projects like the Broadneck Peninsula Trail targeted for such unreasonable cuts again that earn Ms. Fiedler a D grade from the Maryland League of Conservation Voters. If any cuts are made, they should be reasonable and made in good faith. Trying to slash over $550,000 from wastewater management in a single year, bundling a slew of budget-slashing amendments together, knowing they'd have no chance of succeeding, proving it was just performative politics, we deserve better than that. We can commit to both keeping our taxes low, our rates are among the lowest in the state, and ensuring that our families get the value and service they need from their government. Our district's legacy has been prioritizing tax cuts where only the most wealthy of property owners could see any real advantage over the loss of safety and opportunity that hits working families hardest. With your vote, we can change that. I hope to earn the privilege of your vote to keep us moving forward. I'll see you next week for another Forward Friday.